The Seawolves alumni started the night off with some fun, but the current Stony Brook Seawolves have business to attend to against the visiting Colorado Buffaloes. Seawolves Hockey Live starts now. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Seawolves Hockey Live on this Friday evening. Coming to you live from the rinks, alongside our producer and my analyst tonight, Trevor Mignani, I'm Andy Suko. Andy Mignani is not with us tonight, but he will be back in the press box tomorrow evening. Tonight, the Seawolves engage in a weekend series with the Colorado Buffaloes from the Western Collegiate Hockey League. The Buffaloes coming to Stony Brook ranked number 6th and are coming off a sweep with the Arkansas Razorbacks last weekend. Stony Brook comes in this weekend having split with Delaware, including an overtime win on Saturday night, where Frank Sherding continued his recent offensive hot streak, scoring the game winner. The Seawolves entered this game with a record of 17-5-2, which is good for a ranking of number 14. Colorado comes in with a record of 19-5-1. Home ice could be a factor here for the Seawolves, as the Buffaloes have not played a game outside of Colorado since early November, and they begin a 5-game road trip tonight. To talk more about tonight's matchup and player spotlight, let's bring in Trevor Mignani.
How's it going, Andy?
I'm doing all right, Trevor. How's everything?
It's been an interesting day so far. We had the alumni game earlier today. Good, fun time. But as you said, it's time to get down to business for the current 2017-2018 Seawolves. Frank Sherding has been a beacon of hope for this team, bringing offensive power as well as defensive steadiness that this team desperately needs. And the Seawolves are going to definitely be relying on him tonight to keep carrying that weight.
And you want to talk about great senior leadership. Frank Sherding brings it every night. And he's really emerged as a vocal leader of this team.
Absolutely. I've seen him grow, being with this team for as long as I've been. And I knew the first time I saw him, he's always level-headed, a little jokey here and there, but he's definitely a sense of steadiness for this team that they desperately need.
And one of the big things in today's game is that senior factor that both teams have. I was talking to Colorado's coach Eric Ballard before the game. He has 12 seniors on their roster, so they got a team that's ready to win, and that number 6 ranking that they have is a testament to it. Absolutely,
but also too on the flip side, you don't like to say the R word, rebuilding, in college hockey, because it's never a good word to say for recruiting, and it's never a good thing to try to sell tickets for your home games. But 12 seniors is a big number for next year. But I mean, with a team like them, I'm sure their recruitment pipeline is strong.
Especially in the Mountain West where it snows, so they at least get people who can actually play hockey.
You could probably roll a ball and find a hockey rink.
That is very true.
Or a surface frozen enough to play on a daily basis.
Well, there is one player tonight that Colorado will be without, and it is a really big miss for them. And that's their senior Thomas Jarman, number 28. He was their second leading scorer, having 21 goals and 16 assists, and 10 power play goals. But unfortunately, had a season-ending injury very recently, and that's how his college hockey career ends.
That's very unfortunate. You look at some of the other stats that are really important. Plus-minus leads the team with a plus 16. That's huge.
Absolutely. Looking at the goalie matchup tonight, Payne Yoder not in net for the Seawolves tonight. So it'll be Richard Shipman in net for the Seawolves. And Shipman has been really a steady change of pace for Payne Yoder for the Seawolves. And I have the stats right here as I flip through all these papers here.
So Shipman, with 8 games, he's taken 5 with 1 loss and an overtime loss, and then a no decision.
And comes in with a 222 goals against and a 932 save percentage, which is really incredible.
Absolutely. That actually statistically puts him as the best Seawolves goaltender by save percentage. Robbie Lockwood, who will be backing him up tonight, he rocks a .862 save percentage with a .329 goals against average.
And then for Colorado, it's going to be number 31, Colin Champagne. He's their clear-cut number one. He's coming in with a record of 12-5, a 2.29 goals against, a 905 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. So, while he's not impenetrable as that save percentage is a tick over 90%, he can keep the puck out of the net, and he's going to be backed up by number one, Andrew Lux, 5'9" goalie from St. Louis, Missouri. He's only played in 1 game this year, and he's got a 4.62 goals against, a 773 save percentage. So,
kind of hard to take a read from a game like that.
Yes.
Definitely got beaten up in that game, but
absolutely. So now I'm gonna throw it over to you to do some player spotlight for Stony Brook, so you can get a load on who everybody should be looking out for tonight.
Well, Andy, it's really hard to pick a few players here that I would definitely want to keep an eye on, but definitely for sure Frank Scherting over on defense for Stony Brook. And if we want to take a look at some of the offensive stalwarts here, I definitely want to keep an eye on some of the rookies tonight and some of the new blood here tonight. I think this is a big game for them to really showcase some of their talent here and some of the newcomers like Pepe, who came up from the USPHL. And I think a lot of these younger players here are going to have a big chance to show what they're worth.
And we're seeing some changes in the lineup today from Coach Garofalo. Some of the main players and mainstays on the top lines for the last couple of years, guys like Ori Benyamini are not playing tonight. Parker Bishop is not in the lineup today. So guys like Sean Hart and Eli Lynn, Jack Namakosi are going to get the chances today to show the coaching staff what they can bring.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. There's, as you said, shakeups in the lineup, and maybe it's something that Coach Garofalo saw down in Delaware that he needs to try to make a change now, try to make a shift, try to make an adjustment.
So this series is an out-of-conference series. So Stony Brook have been playing all conference games for a while. What kind of benefit does throwing an out-of-conference series have for the Seawolves?
Well, I wouldn't say there's any less pressure in an out-of-conference game. However, there's more on the line in an out-of-conference game. You have bigger shifts in the national ranking at stake here. Stony Brook enters this week. I believe they're 14th. So they're 14th this week, going up against number 6 Colorado. And you take a game off Colorado, you're going to see a jump in the rankings right away. That's going to happen. However, you lose, you don't really have as much to drop from there because you're statistically expected to lose this game. You look at some of the goals for, goals against, and you try to average them out. Colorado and Stony Brook have a very similar goals against. Stony Brook, I would say, probably a little less, a little more guilty rather of letting up goals than Colorado. But over the season, 62-61, you can flip a coin on it.
And looking for the special teams, Stony Brook has a distinct advantage in the penalty kill over Colorado. Colorado is sitting at 86.8%, and Stony Brook is well over 91%, closing in on 92% for the season. Absolutely,
and you look at some of the other key statistics. You look at penalty minutes. The coach's worst nightmare, and you see a lot of numbers north of 20 over on the Colorado side. But then again, also on the Seawolves side, they're not saints either over there. So it's really going to come down to whether or not the Seawolves can stay out of the box and take advantage of the power play.
So besides staying out of the box, what do you think the biggest keys are for both teams today?
A fast start. The first game in a 2-game series, especially with the team traveling in, it's all about getting that fast start. Getting those road legs worn out. If you're the Seawolves, you got no excuse. You're here, you're at the rink 2+ hours before the game, you're ready to go. The Colorado boys got here as I was pulling in to get the broadcast set up today. And these guys, and I got to give these guys credit. Usually the teams park the bus up by the front of the rink. These guys came in vans. They parked in the furthest parking spot, and they hoofed it to the rink.
Oh, I guess it's a good way to get leg day in before you hit the ice.
Well, it could have its own benefit of being a little bit of a pre-warm-up. Get the blood flowing.
When I spoke to the coach from Colorado earlier, he mentioned that the team got in last night, and he, like everybody else on the planet Earth, had his gripes about LaGuardia Airport.
It's awful. I'll pay the extra $100 to fly to JFK.
I think everybody would.
However, when you're a college hockey program and cost is an absolute factor,
yes.
I can definitely understand wanting to save a buck because
Absolutely.
saving $1 across a suite of probably 25, 30 people adds up pretty quick.
Absolutely. Stony Brook coming in, they were kind of coming in that Liberty Series and Delaware Series. They lost 3 straight before taking that game against Delaware in overtime on Saturday night.
And that was a big win. I don't think I've seen Stony Brook drop 3 in a row in modern history of this team.
In the time that I've been here with you guys, I didn't see them lose 2 straight, let alone 3. So that goes to show where this team has to find it deep down to not let those losing streaks get to 4 and 5, and getting that win on Saturday night in overtime against Delaware is really a big factor.
So another thing, I got to talk to Coach Garofalo at the end of the Liberty Series, and a little bit in between when they came back from Delaware. He was down here at the rinks watching some USBHL hockey. And we were talking about how the team has a reliance on their defense and scoring goals. And he told me that if this team really wants to get to that next level, offense needs to start contributing on a heavier basis.
And that's something we haven't really seen yet this year. You have guys who have double-digit goals, but they're few and far between. Right now, you only have 3 forwards with more than 10 goals, and that's Brendan Cololo with 10, Kevin Murphy with 11, and Devin Palmieri with 12. So right now, you're sitting where you need your offense to contribute at a certain level, and you only had 3 players who are getting at that clip. You need guys like Joe Slevin to put the puck in the net. You need Brad Riccardi to start putting the puck in the net. When Ori Benyamini is back in the lineup, he needs to be getting pucks in the net and putting them in. Guys like JT Hull and Chris Stempke aren't here anymore. The guys who were playing on the alumni ice that were scoring goals in bunches, they're not playing the game tonight. So it's down to the current group of people to make it happen and make those plays. So we're just finishing the warm-up here. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, intros, national anthem, and the first period. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live. welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the game. Tonight was alumni night, so you had your Team Red versus Team White as you're seeing some of the highlights from the earlier game. I think this is one of Trevor's favorites.
I think it was the only clip that we recorded, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites. If one of one is how we count those, but I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that seems like a cute thing we could throw in the pregame, little friendly battle that happened. I wouldn't call the final score a friendly battle, but those then be the breaks.
Yeah, but it's always fun to see goals scored in bunches.
Absolutely, and with I believe it was 10-6 is the final. It was a staunch comeback attempt by the red team, but unfortunately, the running clock was not against their favor.
I think the white team has a kind of a long winning streak, if I remember correctly. I think they've won like the last 3 or 4.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that, but that sounds about right to me, though.
So tonight, in addition to that, there are a couple presentations that go on before the game.
Yes, we do have the presentation of the Anthony Franzoni and Chris Panettiere scholarships, if I remember correctly.
Yep. And those will be presented in just a couple minutes. Got about 30 seconds left on the clock. The teams will come out on the ice. They'll get that done. But that really is a good thing that they do.
Absolutely, it's always good to see the organization giving back to players very deserving of a little bit of compensation.
Absolutely, the Seawolves and the Buffaloes take the ice. Seawolves in their home whites, red numbers, red trim. Colorado wearing black with gold trim, white stripes.
We got the 5th line in attendance tonight.
Yes, we do.
So you'll be hearing them. And it's a packed house in here tonight.
We got a lot of people here. And people want to see the alumni, and then they always stick around to watch the real team. And now we're going to send it down to the booth. Now we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. Okay, and we're back. And just before puck drop, I guess we're just getting into the game. I guess they're not doing the scholarship presentation now.
It is, as they say, time to play the game.
I'm on board with that.
I think we're all on board with that. Emerson, your head referee tonight, manning the orange stripes. We have Roth as the linesman, and I just missed the other one. He's going to turn his back, and I'll get his name for you in just a moment.
So again, the starting lineups first for Colorado, it's going to be Lehrman, Anders, Javelin with Kinsella and Kardash defense, Champagne in goal. For the Seawolves, it'll be Devin Palmieri, Joe Slevin, and Kevin Murphy with Frank Schrader and Kyle Hoon on defense and Rich Shipman in net. So we got a big game here for the Seawolves. This is a game, if there's ever a must-win, tonight is the night. Slevin taking the faceoff. It's going to be won by Anders, and we are underway here at the rinks. Carter leaves it back for Anders up along the near boards. Murphy goes after it. It's going to be taken and dumped in by Colorado. Shipman plays the puck and leaves it for Schurting. Schurting flips it up for Slevin. Slevin cross-ice for Murphy. Murphy into the offensive zone, going one-on-one with Carter. Backhand shot saved by Champagne. Another shot, and Champagne hangs onto it for the whistle.
And I said in the pregame, it's all about a fast start, and Stony Brook showing right away. They've come here to play today.
And that second shot was taken by Joe Slevin. So 20 seconds in, they already got 2 shots on goal. And Slevin was able to get that rebound off of Murphy's initial shot. Bauer taking the face against Slevin. Slevin wins this one, but Palmieri can't control. Now Slevin with the centering pass for Palmieri is nobody there. It's going to be taken by Colorado. This is Bauer with it. So he flipped up for Carter. Carter can't get it out. Now he does. And it's going to be dumped back in by Stony Brook. There's Carter with it. Carter wrapping back around. He has Minobi with him. And it's dumped back out. Taken by Schurting. Schurting sends it on net. It's sticked away by Champagne. Picked up by Minobi. Sent up through center. Here's Bauer. Bauer coming up near boards, being watched by Hoon. Goes into the defensive zone. Leaves it back at the point from Minobi. Gets sent down near the corner and now flipped out by Colello. Long pass. And Colorado has to touch back out. They'll get a change. So Stony Brook able to. Here's a pass intercepted. And here comes O'Brien one-on-one with Hoon. Wraps around the net. And no shot taken. Weisbeck can't keep it in. Hoon loses a skate and goes down. Hull picks it up for Colorado with 18:30 to go here in the first. Puck missing a lot of sticks here early in the period for Colorado as Stony Brook regroups in their own zone. Kasha flips it out towards the neutral zone. But he picked up by Hull and dumped back down. Going after it is Gregory. Gregory leaves it in the corner for Gruber. Gruber being watched by Kasha. Sent back out to the point where Weisbeck centering pass. Nobody there. And it's picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien leaves it back out for Hull. Hull shot saved by Shipman. He watches it and hangs on.
And Shipman thankfully seeing that one all the way. It was an easy save to pick up there, but you get some traffic in front, and that could be a dangerous situation. It's something Stony Brook was guilty of in the Liberty Series multiple times.
And now we're seeing Colorado, after Stony Brook jumped out quickly in the first couple seconds, now Colorado's gotten their opportunities. Slap shot by Sullivan is blocked by Kasha and taken out of the zone. Colorado regroups. This is Kinsella with it being knocked down by Burns. The puck comes off the near boards, really taken by Kasha. Kasha flips it up into the offensive zone. Kardash and Cosino get it. They collide, and we're going to have a whistle here. I'm guessing it was hit by a high stick.
No, Emerson is going to call that one a hand pass. We'll take a look at that one, and we'll point out where that one happened.
Let's take a look.
So he placed the puck with his hand,
yeah, but then,
or it almost. I don't know if he actually got his hand on it. He tried to play with his hand. I think that's what Emerson was thinking happened.
It's going to be taken out by Doyle. Doyle can't get around quickly and stays at the point. Flips it into the corner where it's taken in by Bradford. Bradford gets driven into the boards by O'Brien.
It's a big hit there in the corner.
Yes, it was. The freshman O'Brien throwing some weight around on the bigger Bradford. Centering pass, nobody there, and it's going to be taken by Burns. Burns has Cosina 2-on-2. Into the offensive zone goes Burns. Burns, his shot gets deflected by Cosina, and they score! Frank Kasha with off the funky bounce off the back of the net, puts it in past Champagne. We're going to have to see this on replay to see how that happened.
All right, so I was going to say the Seawolves have a 3-on-2 if they hurry, but you see right behind there, the trailing player is going to end up picking this one up here. And there is nobody on Kasha. 22 misses his check entirely. He's going to watch the tape, and he's going to say, man, that was my guy.
So Kasha's going to get the goal. Burns is going to get an assist for that. And that came less than 3 minutes into the period.
And a big first goal for the Seawolves. And that comes off a pretty big mistake, and dare I say it, a textbook one.
And now this is going to be an icing here on Stony Brook. So they score and then immediately ice the puck.
Not the best look of the world, but it's still early. You got fresh legs out on the ice. Shouldn't be too big of an issue for the Seawolves.
No, you are correct on that. So this puck's going to come all the way back down. This will be Crockett taking the faceoff here against Anders. And Crockett has been one of the best faceoff men for the Seawolves this year. Anders leaves it back for Adams. Adams shot kicked away by Shipman. Pepe picks up the loose puck, leaves it for Crockett. Crockett at the far boards, gets to Nevikosi. Nevikosi looking for Lynn, he can't get to it. Lynn has to touch back up.
He's offside by a country mile there.
Yeah, that one was indisputable as Minobi leaves it back behind for Adams. Adams coming up near side, being watched by Lynn. Puck stuck at neutral zone. Nevikosi can't control it. Now it's Slevin who just came on the ice. He's coming in one-on-one on Champagne. Shot saved by Champagne. Champagne loses his helmet, and we're going to get a whistle. Slevin got the initial shot. Champagne made the save with his glove, and then as he's moving, his helmet came off, which is an immediate whistle in the ACHA.
Oh, an immediate whistle in any league. Goaltender loses his hat. That's a definite player safety issue, no matter what league you're in.
So 16:25 to go here.
They're going to definitely make sure that there's nothing wrong structurally with his helmet, because that would be a problem.
Yes, absolutely. Slevin wins his face out to the point for Hoon. Hoon, wrist shot, is deflected down by Palmieri and sent into the corner. It'll be picked up by Weisbeck. Sent in looking for Carter. Carter goes into the corner with Scherting. Scherting gets there first, cuts him off. Murphy will pick it up in the near corner and flip it all the way out into the neutral zone, and it'll be picked up by Hull. Hull flips it back down into the near corner where it'll be Hoon. Hoon looking for Murphy, goes over his head, and Weisbeck picks it up in the neutral zone. Pass through center for Carter. Carter dumps it back down, and going after it is Nitchin. Nitchin and Hoon going one-on-one, and Hoon comes away with it. Hoon up the far boards looking for Palmieri. It skips over his stick and dumped back down by Colorado, who goes on a change. Long pass, nobody there. This is going to be an icing on Stony Brook.
Just a missed pass opportunity there, and one that you got to have.
15:36 to go here in the first period. Stony Brook leads 1-0 on Frank Kasha's goal. And for Kasha, that's his 8th of the season. For Burns, his 4th assist.
And just as a heads up, go ahead and share the link out to this game here at StonyBrookHockey.com to everybody you know. For free to watch broadcasts of some of the best ACHA hockey in the nation.
Absolutely. This puck is kept in by Colorado. This is Gregory. His shot goes wide of the net. Palmieri can't clear it out. It's kept in by O'Brien. O'Brien looking for Gruber. His slap shot gets knocked away by Murphy. Murphy got the stick up just enough. Now Murphy gets control of the puck on the near boards. But he has 3 Buffaloes around him, so the puck goes back into the corner. Now it will be cleared out by the Seawolves and kept in the neutral zone by Kinsella, who brings in, gets around Murphy, gets around another one. Shot saved by Shipman. He got around 2 Seawolves, got around Murphy and then Boone. And Colorado still maintains possession. Centering pass, nobody there, and the Seawolves clear out.
Good offensive cycle there from the Buffaloes, establishing a good amount of pressure.
And they're going to dump right back in as Kinsella hits Cololo. This will be picked up by Bradford. Bradford gets hit by Riccardi behind the net. Now it's Doyle. Doyle out to the point from Minobi. His shot is blocked in front by Riccardi. Riccardi leaving for Peck. Peck dumps it back out, and it'll be touched back in by Colorado. This is Scherting now. Scherting dumps it down. Champagne has to play the puck for Minobi. Minobi sends it around. It's kept in by Kasha. Kasha's shot blocked in front by Adams and sent out of the zone. So Colorado doing a good job of blocking shots, and Stony Brook has done so as well. This will be dumped back down, picked up by Minobi. Minobi being watched by Riccardi. Sent to the far boards, where it's going to be picked up by Jablin. Now stolen and taken in by Cololo. Cololo backhand for Riccardi. Riccardi's shot blocked by Adams. Clearing attempt by Colorado fails, but now it's picked up by Bradford. Bradford and Doyle dump it down. where Stony Brook regroups as Colorado makes a change. Long pass to center was O'Brien dumping it down behind Champagne, picked up by Hull. Hull, long pass and a near boards will be taken by Coyne. Now Burns with it. Burns gets knocked down in the corner, and now Javelin comes to meet him. 5 players looking for the puck, and it's going to be taken away by Javelin. Javelin and O'Brien meet up at the neutral zone, and the puck gets knocked away. Weisbeck now drives in. Leaving it back for Anders. It skips past his stick, and here comes Cosina. Cosina slides, can't get to the puck before Hull does. Coyne sends a long pass out for Kardash. Kardash shot saved by Shipman, and the puck skips wide. A lot of frenetic play in the Stony Brook zone. And here's Weisbeck and Pepe. Pepe comes away with it. Weisbeck still watching, though. Now it's out for Kardash. Kardash shot goes off the post. And here come the Seawolves. Nitchin stops O'Brien in his tracks, and now here's Pepe coming to help. Now here comes Nitchin. Nitchin brings the puck in. His shot kicked away by Shipman into the near corner. Nitchin gets the rebound. He was looking for Carter, but it goes past, and they'll be taken by.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a.
Nevakosi got hit from behind by Bauer. Shot deflected, goes high and wide of the net. Kinsella keeps it in, and now Stony Brook regains possession. Pepe whips it off the boards, and sent back down into the offensive zone where he picked up by Colorado. Now driving in is Bauer. Bauer's shot goes wide of the net. Carter picks up the loose puck, leaving it back for Bauer. Bauer's centering pass gets blocked. Regains possession for Colorado. Picked up by Carter. Carter looking out for Nitchin. It goes out of the zone and all the way back down as the Seawolves make a change. And since Stony Brook scored that goal, Colorado has really dictated the tempo of play in the last 5 minutes.
Indeed, a little bit of questionable checks being thrown on both sides, but Emerson has made it very apparent he's keeping the whistle in the pocket.
This puck will be sent down into the corner. Slevin picks it up, loses it. Now regains as he got past Gruber. Hoon's shot is deflected. Attempt by Peck to put it in on the backhand miss, and now here comes Gruber. Gruber being watched by Scherting. Looking to leave it back for O'Brien. Scherting steals it. Now there's a 2-on-1 here for the Seawolves. Murphy and Palmieri. Back to Palmieri. Palmieri can't get a clean shot. Champagne was able to get in position. Murphy just missed the stick of Palmieri, and he wasn't able to get a good shot. And we're going to get a whistle here. 10:46
looks like
to go.
We're going to have our first penalty of the game.
And it's going to be Hoon going off for roughing.
Not a good penalty to take, especially when you're establishing pressure down the other end. Offensive zone penalties those are ones that keep coaches up at night.
So Hoon goes off, and he's been one of their better penalty killers this season. The Seawolves in their 91.7% penalty kill go on for the first time.
They fared pretty well against Liberty last time they were home, with the exception of that of the end there.
Kinsella into the corner looking for Kardash. It's not there. Kardash sent back out to the point. They take it by Anders. Anders looks to go around the net. He loses control of the puck, and Shipman puts a glove on it to stop the play. So we're about 30 seconds. Actually, the clock is still running. Somebody's got to stop the clock.
And I don't think anybody's noticed this, and they're going to let that one go.
No, somebody noticed. The Colorado coaching staff and the bench has now noticed that there was a problem. So,
and well, regardless, it looks like Bauer will be going for a slash. So I think we're going to go ahead and maybe fix the clock up here.
So now with Bauer going off for slashing, now we're going to see how much time is actually left on the clock. Like, I think it should be about 10:38. Not much time came off the clock. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for... We're still trying to figure out how much time we're going to play 4-on-4 for. But that play, like there was a good 30 seconds that came off the clock before somebody noticed what the problem was. We're going to have another whistle here. As now we're still got to wait for the music to be turned off.
I don't think the scorekeeper ever said he was ready. It was 136 on the power play. That's what it should be reset to.
It's a good thing we have you up here, Trevor, to tell us all the clock.
Yeah, we can. It looks like they're going to try to reset this here. 136.
So we're going to get the clock reset to 10:20. Shot saved by Champagne off of Pepe's big slap shot. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for 1:33, and then the Seawolves will have a power play for 25 seconds. Now another face-off taken by Riccardi. Back out to Pepe. Pepe leaving for Kasha. Kasha's shot is blocked by Javelin. Riccardi gets a rebound. Shot by Colella goes wide of the net. And Colorado regroups. Javelin with a long cross-ice pass for Anders. Anders' shot kicked away by Shipman. Colello can't get to it now. Does get it off with Javelin's stick. And sent back out through center. Here comes Pepe. Pepe can't get to it in time. Colello keeps it close. Pepe going around the net. Being watched by Weisbeck. Now gets knocked off the puck and Javelin picks it up. Javelin will start. Being watched by Colello. Slowly makes his way back towards Champagne. Now back into the neutral zone goes Hull. Hull into the offensive zone. His shot is deflected and into the netting for a whistle.
And so far, a very Stony Brook dominant 4-on-4. Puck barely really crossing back over here. And that first shot on goal opportunity just sailed over with a deflection.
Well, we're midway through this first period, 9:31 to go. Shot total is 6-6. This faceoff coming down into the Stony Brook zone. This will be O'Brien taking the faceoff for the Seawolves, and he'll win the faceoff back to Schurting. Schurting sends it around the net for Kowicki. Oh, after a give and go, now here's O'Brien leaving it for Peck. Peck can't get to it, and Hull picks it up for Colorado. Leaving it for Carter, now Carter for Gruber. Gruber can't get past Schurting and sent back into the neutral zone. Dumped back down by Colorado. Schurting regroups for the Seawolves. Here comes Pepe. Pepe leaves it for Peck. Peck has somebody right on his tail. He's going to dump it into the corner. O'Brien goes after it. 15 seconds left on Hoon's penalty. Shot saved by Champagne as he lunged out to make sure that didn't cross the line. Up the big shot from Kowicki.
We'll take another look at that. That was definitely worth another look.
We're gonna watch it here. Here comes Kowicki's shot. And he lunges out and throws the glove on it. Really nice save by Champagne.
9 seconds until Stony Brook goes up on the power play for the first time.
And this faceoff is taken by Stony Brook, but sent all the way back.
This might be an icing. No, not enough.
But didn't cross over. Hoon's out of the box. 25 seconds on the power play for the Seawolves. As they get their full unit on. Murphy comes on. That's going to be dumped down. Goes past his stick. Shipman plays the puck. Leaves it for Murphy. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Bauer. And here comes Schurting. Sends up the near boards for Slevin. Slevin gets around Doyle, but Palmieri was offsides. So 2 seconds left on the power play here for the Seawolves. They successfully killed the first penalty by virtue of Bauer taking the penalty. And this faceoff will be just outside the offensive zone. Slevin taking the faceoff. Murphy to his right. Palmieri to his left. And he wins the faceoff, and we're back at even strength. Here's Kowicki leaving it for Kasha. Kasha flips it up looking for Murphy. Goes over Murphy's head. But Champagne has to play the puck. And sent out by Colorado. Kasha keeps it close. Palmieri deflects it down. It goes into the near corner. Coyne goes after it. And sends it out for Anders. Anders for Javelin. Javelin, his shot sticked away by Shipman and goes into the far corner. Javelin picks up the rebound. Pass for Adams. Adams shot off the post. Another shot goes wide. Adams, another slap shot I think that got deflected by Murphy. And Shipman's he's gotten the benefit of 2 posts in the first period thus far.
I got to call a game where one team had 5 posts in a period. Let's just put it this way. It didn't end well for the team that let those up.
I believe it. 7:20 to go here in the first period. Kowicki flips it up the far boards looking for Palmieri. Palmieri can't get it all the way out. The Seawolves have to regroup. Centering pass looking for Murphy, goes wide, and the Seawolves start to make a change. We got Pepe, Lynn, Hart, Nevakosi, and Crockett. A 2-on-2 developing here. Nitchin gets taken down by Pepe. Pepe regains possession for the Seawolves. Sent out for Lynn. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Seawolves. Lynn slows up his shot, goes wide the net. Hart picks up the loose puck. Sent around the net, going after this Lynn. He can't get there. He's got 2 Buffaloes around him. It'll be picked up by Kardash. Sent out here by Colorado. This is Nitchin with it. Nitchin leaving it back for Carter. Nitchin shot saved by Shipman. It goes back behind the net. Nearly sent out in front. Now it's Kinsella with it. His shot is blocked down and flipped out by Lynn. Seawolves make another change, as does Colorado. Champagne leaves the puck for Kardash. Kardash looking for the long pass. Sends it to the far side for Bauer. Bauer has O'Brien with him. Bauer's shot goes wide. He's looking for O'Brien. Another shot deflected by Hart. It goes behind the net. And again, like we said it earlier in the period, the Seawolves have been very effective in blocking shots in front of Shipman tonight. Pepe sends a long pass for Clellan. Clellan for Peck. Peck makes a nice move around Weisbeck, but can't get a shot. And Colorado regains possession. Sent to the far boards, this is O'Brien. 3-on-2 here for Colorado. Drops back for Weisbeck. His shot goes wide of the net. O'Brien gets the loose puck. And he gets drilled into the boards by Shirting. A shot saved by Shipman off the stick of Gruber. And he'll hang on for the whistle.
All right, we're going to have to dig back a little bit for this last replay sequence, but I think it was worth revisiting again. This is great offensive zone pressure here. Tons of great shot opportunities. There is the post opportunity. Puck comes right across the crease. Again, another great shot. Colorado, when they get their pressure going, they are very scary.
As this will be stuck along the blue line. It's picked up by O'Brien. And Burns is off sides.
And I don't know about what you think there, but I think Cosina was getting a little bit hooked there. Cosina having words with the Buffalo.
He's letting him know what he thinks. So this faceoff will come out just outside the offensive zone. O'Brien again taking the faceoff against Gruber, and he wins it. Sent back out for Hoon. Hoon dumps it into the far corner. Hull goes after it. O'Brien giving chase. O'Brien knocks out the puck. O'Brien for Colorado. So many O'Briens. Shot by Shirting is blocked down and picked up by Colorado. Flip pass out for O'Brien. O'Brien gets around Shirting. Centering pass for Gruber. Gruber can't get the shot. And he kind of got upended by Shirting as this comes all the way back down into the offensive zone. Flipped out, or an attempt to flip out. It's kept in by Cosina. And now here's Burns. Burns can't get the shot. We're going to get a whistle.
He's going to go for a trip there, or a hook, or some kind of stick infraction. We'll take a look at that one more time there.
And I think this one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to go for that one.
So Burns
get the stick right up in the midsection.
Burns goes off for hooking. That's why he had that golden opportunity.
Although, like, to his benefit, I would say the Buffalo player tried to stiff arm the stick and played it up just a touch, but definitely a stick infraction and a good call. This
faceoff won by Colorado. Quick shot by Kinsella is sticked away by Shipman. Colorado keeps it in. Kardash fakes a slap shot, leaves it back out for Andrews. Andrews for Kinsella. Kinsella out to the point for Kardash. Kardash wrist shot, saved by Shipman. And now Andrews gets the rebound. Back out for Kardash. Kardash sends it back out to the other point for Kinsella. Kinsella back for Kardash. Kardash going into the corner. And wraps it around, gets around Kasha, leaves it for Bauer. Bauer out to Andrews. Andrews driving back in. Sees Bauer. Bauer shot, glove saved by Shipman, and he hangs on. You watched that right into the chest and hung on for dear life.
A good stop and play there. 1:25 to go in the kill. Get some fresh legs out there. Get the second PK unit out there.
4:12 to go here in the first. Stony Brook still leads 1-0 on Frank Kosh's goal. And this faceoff again taken by Colorado. Kardash leaves it back out on the boards for Bauer. Bauer into the near corner for Anders. Anders back out to the point for Kardash. Kardash looks for the wrist shot. Palmieri was there right in front. Kardash driving in, has Kinsella behind him. Leaves it for Kinsella. Kinsella's slap shot blocked down by Riccardi. Riccardi sacrificing the body. Colorado keeps it in. This is Anders. Anders with Bauer through the middle. Leaves it for Javelin. Javelin back to the middle. Nobody's there. And Kinsella's going to have to touch back up for the Buffaloes. Sent along the near boards for Javelin. Javelin drives back in. Being watched by Palmieri. Sends a long pass to the far side for Anders. Anders couldn't find Kardash. So it stays in the neutral zone. This is Kinsella. Kinsella dumps it down. It's kept taken by Scherting. And Scherting's going to clear it out. And here's Colella. Colella's got a shot. Weak backhand goes on net. Champine's just going to hang on for the whistle.
I don't know if that's the kind of whistle you want there. Offensive zone faceoff for the Seawolves, 30 seconds.
And this is a team that can score shorthanded goals. They have guys who can do it.
And I think Coach Garofalo throwing signals from the bench here, trying to see if they can get something going here.
Right now they're putting out one of their biggest shots in Pepe with one of the guys who wins the most faceoffs in Crockett. Doesn't win this one, though. This will be Minobi. Minobi's pass is blocked down by Crockett. Champagne has to play the puck. Leaves it back for Minobi. Minobi at the far board being watched by Nevikosi. Dumped in by Carter. Going after it is Heffernan. Heffernan looking for Nevikosi. Nevikosi tries to clear it out. He can't. 5 seconds left on Burns' penalty. It's sent into the far corner. Here's Carter with it. Carter gets hit by Heffernan. And we're back at even strength. The Seawolves kill their second penalty. Here's Pepe. Pepe leaves it long for Burns. Burns can't get a hand on it. He picked up by Minobi. Minobi being watched by Burns. Up on the near board, here's Nitchin. Nitchin centering pass is blocked down by O'Brien, but he regains possession. He had McAuliffe. McAuliffe couldn't hold on to the puck. Heffernan picks it up for the Seawolves. We stuck up along the boards. O'Brien. And it looks like Hoon are stuck there trying to get to the puck. Now you got 5 people there trying to knock this puck off, and it comes out for Colorado. Hull's shot is blocked in front. It goes wide. McAuliffe can't get the wraparound, can't get the turnaround shot going. And the puck once again lodged up along the boards. Heffernan comes away with it. He's being watched by Carter with 1:50 to go here in the first period. Heffernan flips it out. Weisbeck plays it at neutral ice.
Oh, man, that was almost a 3-on-2 if they got lucky there.
Here's O'Brien. O'Brien leaves it back for Heffernan. Heffernan watching. Sees Kasha just came on the ice. Kasha looking for O'Brien. He tried to ricochet it off the boards. He couldn't get it to him. This will be sent back down as the Seawolves finish their change. Down under 1.5 minutes here in the period. Here comes Kasha with Cosina. Kasha has 2 Buffaloes around him. He's looking to leave it for Cosina, who was committing over. He couldn't get it to him, and that's going to go out of play.
And so good play from the Seawolves for the first period here. I think a lot of people were not anticipating this strong of a period of play from Stony Brook, especially after last weekend splitting with Delaware, an opponent arguably they should have won both games and not in overtime.
This faceoff won by the Seawolves. Kasha's shot goes wide of the net. It's going to wrap back around. Kowicki going to go back. Kasha plays it, leaves it for Kowicki in the neutral zone. Out for Palmieri. Palmieri drives in. His shot sticked away by Champagne, picked up by Slevin. Kowicki was calling for the puck in the last minute of the period. Goes behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Kinsella. And good play there by Murphy to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Now it's cleared out by Colorado. Here's Kasha with it. Being watched by Bradford. Sends it through the center for Palmieri. Back for Kasha. Kasha looks to far boards for Slevin. Slevin dumps it into the offensive zone. Taken in by Kinsella. Kinsella flips it through center. And that was going to trickle to the near board. Picked up by Doyle with 28 seconds to go. Doyle dumps it down. And that's going to get on net. Shipman will have to put a stick on it. Shot saved by Shipman in the pad, and he'll hang on.
A little bit of a scary situation for the Seawolves as they kind of break down in their defensive zone there. They don't get the puck out. Bad bounce brings the puck in front of Shipman. Shipman's forced to play the puck into the corner, and then Shipman just has to freeze the puck there, keep things under control.
So this faceoff will come down in the Stony Brook zone with 20.6 seconds left to go. And it'll be Anders taking the faceoff for Colorado and Riccardi for Stony Brook.
See the gate open down at the Stony Brook end. It looks like they're just trying to clear some debris off the ice.
You don't want to have, especially this is a pivotal moment, you don't want to have debris on the ice that could potentially cause a bad bounce, which could lead to a good or bad break, depending on how it turns for you. This faceoff taken by Colorado. Shot is blocked in front off of Adams' stick. Now it's stuck up along the boards. Colorado comes away with it. Adams' shot sticked away by Shipman. He didn't have to put much on it with 5 seconds left in the period. Peck leaves it back for Hoon. And Peck's just going to hang on to it as we hit the end of the first period here at the rinks. After 20 minutes of play, Stony Brook leads 1-0. Shot total is Stony Brook 10, Colorado 9. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the first intermission, we'll have your stat recap of the first period and the second period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. I am Andy Sukov alongside Trevor Mignani. We're about ready for the start of the second period. Seawolves lead 1-0 after one. Trevor, take it away from the stats.
Well, it was a pretty tame period by Stony Brook hockey standards. 3 penalties and a goal. We'll take you through the goal first. It was Kasha from Burns with 17:11 to go in the first goal in the first 3 minutes of the period, and almost a fluke kind of goal that was a capitalization on a missed back check. Going over to the penalties, Stony Brook was guilty of 2 infractions. Hune went for roughing at 10:46 to go, and Burns went for hooking at 4:47. Colorado got one of their own during that first Hune penalty to number 77 Bauer. He went for slashing, and that's your penalties. Shots on goal, 10-9. Stony Brook leads.
You know, it's weird. Like this is normally my job to do it. So when somebody else does it, like, nice. It just feels good to not have to go through the mundane stats. No, you know, I don't mind doing it. It's just when there's like 47 penalties. That's when it's crazy.
I was a little worried. I saw the crew out there, and I'm like, I'm hoping that the referee gods are upon us, and we have a clean game today. And a well-called game, and so far, not too many complaints to be had here on either side.
Yep, as teams take the ice. So this is the period with the long shift. What do the Seawolves have to do here in the second period?
Well, the Seawolves have to just keep the puck in the offensive zone. They had a lot of trouble getting the puck down into the Colorado zone to begin with in the first period. So I think in the second period, a focus on getting the red line, dumping it in, and establishing pressure is key to success for the Seawolves in the second.
One of the big things I saw in that period was they were matching the intensity that Colorado put out there. And I think that's one of the biggest things they got to do. They have to keep up at that intensity level. If they let up any bit, Colorado's going to come and overwhelm them.
Absolutely, and you saw that a bit in the first period, and I expect to see it even more in the second as Colorado gets their legs underneath them.
So we're just about ready for the start of the second period here. We're going right to left as you're watching. And it'll be Riccardi, Peck, Sherding, Hoon, and Cololo. And then for Colorado, it'll be Kinsella, Jablin, Anders, Lerman, and Kardash. And here we go for the start of the second period. Colorado wins the faceoff. Kinsella leaves it back for Kardash. Kardash through center for Anders. Anders looking for Lerman. It goes past the stick and onto the stick of Hoon. It'll be dumped in by Stony Brook. Here comes Cololo. Cololo, wrist shot, goes high and wide, and that's going to go up into the netting.
I think that might have barely grazed the post there.
Okay, can we go take a look at the replay?
We sure can.
Let's see if that got post.
Oop, hang on, that's not the right one.
Let's see. Yes, they did get the post. You got a good eye. And Riccardi will take this face off again. Can't control it when you take him at Colorado. This is Kinsella being watched by Peck. Comes out through center. Peck pokes it away. And kept in by the Seawolves. Cololo loses it to Lerman. Lerman flips it out. Sherding plays the puck through the neutral zone. Jablin dumps it back into the offensive zone. And Hoon takes it. Stuck through center and brought into the defensive zone by Lerman. Stolen away by Cololo as the puck is just stuck along the boards. Lerman and Peck collide with each other, and Riccardi can't keep it in. It's taken down by Kardash. 2-on-2 here for Colorado. Good poke check there by Hoon to stop the outlet pass. As we kept through center, Kardash with it for Colorado. When he dumps it down, as Colorado starts to make their change. This may have gotten on net as Shipman had to put a stick on it. Long pass, he was looking for Palmieri. Palmieri's going into the corner against O'Brien. Or not O'Brien, Minobi. This will now be taken by Colorado, and it's Adams with it. Flipped in through center. Here's Slevin. Slevin being watched by Carter. He's just going to dump it down. Champagne leaves the puck for Adams. Palmieri right behind him. Coming out through center. Kasha was pinching in, and Slevin keeps it in. Now it's taken out by Bauer. Bauer knocks Kasha over. Here's Nitchin with it. Nitchin shot off the post, and you can hear that ring. Now stuck in the corner. It's center back out. Nitchin can't get the shot off as Shipman was sliding over. Palmieri can't get control of the puck. It's now still Colorado's. Bauer drives it back in. Here's Nitchin. Distance is out for Bauer. Bauer wraps in. He can't get a shot off because he cut too wide. They'll be flipped out. Colorado's looking for a play off a high stick, and they're going to get it. So that was played off the high stick by Murphy. So we're going to watch. We're going to watch again how that.
I think we're seeing a, let's see, is that a, I don't know. That's, we're having a conference here, and I think they might be overturning this high stick call here.
Well, and, if you look where he played the puck, it looked like it was about eye level.
Yeah.
And the rule is 6 feet, yes?
They usually go by the crossbar on the for a high stick. So, and that is why we've got the face-off right outside the Stony Brook zone. It looked like they just wanted to blow the play dead there instead of issuing the all the way down face-off move.
And this will be stuck in the neutral zone. It's being sent back in by Gregory. Shipman leaves it behind for Heffernan. Heffernan off the far boards looking for Burns. Burns had to go past the stick. He's charging after this. That's Cosina. Cosina and Weisbeck going one-on-one. Now Burns comes in to help. And Colorado takes it. Here's Gruber. Gruber up the near boards for O'Brien. O'Brien being watched by Heffernan. His shot goes through the crease. And Cosina goes after the loose puck. He's not going to get there. It'll be Hull gets there first. But kept in by Burns. Burns with O'Brien. Burns backhand pass. Nobody there and picked up by Colorado. Set up along the near boards. It's flipped all the way out. Going after his Pepe. He's going to get there. And sent up the near boards. Taken by Heffernan. Heffernan flipping it for Burns. Burns flex it down. Goes after it. Hull watching his back.
Uh-oh.
And that puck got jutted out in front. And Champagne had to poke it away. Unfortunately, there was no Seawolf close enough to get to it.
Champagne wasn't expecting the puck to be jutting out in front of the crease like that.
That shot by O'Brien goes high and wide to Shipman. Coyle keeps it and leaves it back for O'Brien. Backhander, nobody there. Kinsella pinches in. He has Nebukosi on him, and Sherding picks up the loose puck. Seawolf's looking to start a break. Here's Heffernan. Heffernan can't clear it out just yet as Colorado makes a change. Stolen away by Bradford. His shot is blocked by Sherding. This puck wraps around the net, picked up by Sherding. Sherding leaves it for Nebukosi on the backhand. Nebukosi flipping it for O'Brien. It goes past him. And that gets on net too as Champagne has to hang on to it. There's a big collision. Kardash goes into Champagne and now O'Brien.
And Champagne down and trainer immediately being called out to the ice here.
Yeah, that was a big hit that he took from Kardash. And it was unintentional.
Yeah, we'll take a look again on that on the replay. And lead pass opportunity, icing here, so you're gonna skate as hard as you can for the puck here, and it's just unfortunate the puck juts out in front of the crease there, and you're gonna try to make a play for the puck there, and it's just an unfortunate amount of contact that happens.
And it looked like if you watch, it looked like Kardash got Champagne in the head. And
yeah, we'll take one more look at it in real time here.
So watch here, it's gonna be the icing as Kardash had the slot in the net.
Oh man, that's friendly fire. And you don't want to see that. That's. We'll take a look at that one more time. We'll slow it down.
Yeah, O'Brien cut him off, and unfortunately, Kardash had nowhere to go. Except into his goalie.
Yeah, O'Brien does a good job of avoiding the goaltend there, but oh man, that was a head-on-head collision there. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of. I think we're going to see the backup goaltender come in for Colorado. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's incidental contact, and I think Emerson was right to not make a call on the initial play there. And we've seen this happen before. It looks really bad when it happens. It's like, oh, what are we going to get a penalty call here? But that's just unfortunate. It's good to see Champagne getting up on his own, and I
think it looks like he's going to stick around.
That's a sign of a tough goaltender right there. He just took a straight head-on-head collision with his own guy, and he's going to stick in there.
Well, you know what they say about hockey players.
And you know what they say about goaltenders.
I do.
I think we'll leave it at that.
That's a good idea.
They're a different breed, that's for sure.
Get no argument from me as this faceoff won by Stony Brook. Sherding, wrist shot is knocked down by Colello. Shot is saved by Champagne, and again, right in front of the net is now Peck is being pulled away by Kardash.
I think, if anything, Stony Brook's got to just let it go here. Let any extracurricular go here. Try to fizzle the tensions a little bit. Maybe catch Colorado taking a bit of a silly penalty at defending their goalie, but no sense in pushing the envelope.
Absolutely. We're 4 minutes here into the second period. Stony Brook holding on to a 1-0 lead.
And for a first period that seemed to go by in a blink of an eye, the second period definitely dragging, especially at that first injury timeout.
That shot by Sherding goes wide. Kalal gets the loose puck. Looking for Peck coming to help. Send it out in front. Riccardi can't get a shot, now taken by Jablin.
And Champagne is just getting beat up.
Yeah, I think he needs a minute to reassess himself as this is going to come out of the zone. Colello goes after it. He can't get around Anders. And Steve will have to slow down. Riccardi drops it back for Peck. Peck out to the point for Hoon. Shot.
Delayed penalty here.
There's going to be a penalty on Colorado.
Holding is the call.
And this is a big spot here for Stony Brook.
We'll take another look at that last impact there to Champagne here. And he catches his stick right in front there. That's unfortunate.
So for a good 35, 40 seconds, he just had a rough start of the period.
Definitely for sure. And going on the PK here with the Stony Brook power play firing away isn't going to help.
And this is going to be the second power play for the Seawolves. It's Jablin going off for holding. Seawolves look to start something, and this is going to be taken by Colorado. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry here. Here's Carter. Carter being watched by Sherding. His shot goes wide. Picked up by Murphy. Murphy starts behind the net as Colorado backtracks.
No pursuit there. They had numbers. They could have probably set it up a little bit if they wanted to, but took a safe play.
Sherding through center for Hoon, and we're going to get an offsides here. Not
the start to the power play Stony Brook wanted for sure, but they got the face-off right outside the zone. The second unit's going to come out, and they're going to see what they can do. Coach Garofalo not liking what he sees, and he's gonna move on.
And this part of the power play unit had the most success on the first opportunity of what short time they had. They were the ones who got it into the zone. Here's Kasha with it. Kasha sends it to the far boards for Pepe. Pepe, long pass for Palmieri. Palmieri couldn't hang on and left it back in the neutral zone. Sent all the way back down. Kasha's going after it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Kasha up for Pepe. Pepe flips it for Palmieri. Palmieri can't get around Minobi. And Bauer able to clear it out. Kasha has to hustle as Nitchin was right behind him. And here comes Kasha with Colello and Riccardi. He'll dump it down and chase after it. Gets around Weisbeck and Hull. Down to the last 45 seconds of the power play. Here's Colello. Colello sends it back out for Kasha. Kasha back into the corner for Riccardi. Riccardi shot, and they're going to get a whistle here as the net comes off the moorings.
And as Champagne was the one that knocked it off, no change for Colorado.
And that could be a big turning point here for Colorado on their penalty kill. So they can't make it. They can't make that change because it was knocked off by their own goaltender. So this will be O'Brien taking the face-off. He can't win this face when it's taken by Hull. Peck goes after the puck and picks up, and he gets upended. But winds up sending Weisbeck over his shoulder. Sent back around the net, taken by O'Brien. O'Brien gets hit by Weisbeck, and Colorado able to clear it out. Here's Bauer. Bauer for Nitchin. Nitchin was looking for Bauer. Gets it to him around Hoon. It's taken in the corner, and now back behind the net is Hoon. 5 seconds left on Javelin's penalty. And he is now out of the box. The Seawolves can't convert on this power play opportunity. They're now 0 for 2. This is going to be dumped down. And the Seawolves will have to regroup. This is Reed Gregory with it. He gets being watched by O'Brien. Now Weisbeck flips it up for Kinsella. Kinsella looking through center, nobody there, and Sherding corrals the puck for the Seawolves. He drives in as the Seawolves make their change. Sherding goes around the net, center pass, nobody there, kept in by Hoon. Hoon, wrist shot, saved by Champagne, and cleared out by Colorado. They got a 2-on-1, potentially 4-on-2 here. Centering pass, nobody there calling for it was Kinsella. He couldn't get it. Now here comes Murphy. Murphy slowly leads in for Sherding. Sherding can't control the puck, and it comes back out. Trevor, should Murphy have just taken the shot there?
I think he should have.
Now Colorado regroups back in their own zone. Sent out to the near boards for Kinsella. Kinsella flipping it to O'Brien. It goes past the stick into the far corner, and he's being watched by Kowicki. 12:20 to go here in the second period. And now Seawolves regain possession of the puck. Here's Slevin and Palmieri. Palmieri has it poked up the stick by Kinsella and back out of the zone. Slevin has to touch back up as now the Seawolves start to change. Looking for Nevikosi, and goes past him and flipped into the near corner by Kinsella. Now wrapping around the near boards. He's stuck up there and looking for Lynn. Lynn couldn't get to it. It's taken by Kardash. Kardash gets it out of the zone for Reynolds. Reynolds just dumps it in. Kasha keeps it close, and he'll dump it back down into the corner of the offensive zone. Champagne leaves it for Kardash. Kardash wraps it around the boards. Nevikosi able to keep it in. Well, he's stuck up along the boards, taken by Colorado. This is Kinsella. Kinsella flips it up and into the roof.
And that's going to generate an offensive zone faceoff for the Seawolves. They might not be used to the low ceilings here in Hop Hog. They'll get used to that over the course of this game and the next.
The low stanchion here throws out the depth perception for a lot of people.
So we're about midway through the period. You look at the shots on goal. It's 13-11. Not much in terms of shots happening this period. A lot of blocks, a lot of blocked passes.
It's been a very
defensive, highly contested period so far.
And that plays into Stony Brook's strengths, I think, because they're built on defense this year.
Right, as a team that has very little in the offense department, that definitely helps them.
So wrapped around the boards by Colello, and it's not kept in. Heffernan picks up in the neutral zone and dumps it back down. Colorado regroups. Sent along the far boards, this is Doyle, rather. I'm sorry. Bradford sends it around the boards, picked up by Nevikosi. Kept in by Adams. Now it's sent out. Colello goes after it. Sent along near boards. Here comes Riccardi. Riccardi, his shot, glove saved by Champagne, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
And if you were concerned about Champagne not being 100%, I think that flash of the leather will tell you that he's doing all right.
Yeah, he cleared the cobwebs out of his head, and he's good to go. That was just the fourth shot on goal for the Seawolves this period. I'm sorry, fifth.
Definitely feels like it's been a lot more, but a lot of blocks.
As this faceoff's won by Colorado, it's been a recurring theme. They've been dominant in faceoffs in their own zone. Murphy undercuts Javelin, picks it up, leads it for Slevin. Slevin out for Sherding. Sherding, wrist shot, blocked down by Weisbeck, goes into the far corner and sent out by Lehrman. Here's Javelin with it, watched by Sherding. Sherding pokes the puck away into the corner. Now whiffs on a clearing attempt, and Lehrman keeps it in. Javelin has it stolen away by Slevin, and the centering pass gets deflected back into the corner. And here's Hoon. Hoon's pass out the boards gets knocked down by the ref, and Colorado gets an opportunity back into the defensive zone. Shot deflected and goes up into the netting for a whistle.
And now we're officially at the midway point of the period. We'll check in on the shots one more time. 15-11, Stony Brook leading. Pace of the period starting to pick up a bit ever since the Champagne injury.
Face-off won by Colorado. Here's Javelin. His shot blocker down by Shipman. And Colorado can't come away with the rebound. It's taken by Keith O'Brien. Sent out of the zone. Now Colorado regains control in the neutral zone. Dumped in by Lehrman. And Kasha goes after it. Leaves it for Cosina along the boards. That's sent through center for Kowicki. Kowicki through the neutral zone. He'll dump it down. And this is going to be an icing. Kowicki had just hadn't been over the red line yet. That's one of those tough breaks. Now it's going to come all the way back down, and the Seawolves can't get a change.
Yeah, Coach Garofalo arguing the icing call here. And to be honest, I think that whistle might have been blown a little early. But regardless, it is an icing, even though both players were pretty tight.
faceoff, one again taken by O'Brien. Bauer wins the faceoff for Colorado. Shot goes wide net. I think that was blocked by Kawicki. Kawicki and Burns stuck on the boards and it comes out of the zone. Dumped back down by Kardash. And Kasha controls. Being watched by Carter. Kasha flips it to Burns. Burns out of the zone, leaving it for Cosina. Here comes Cosina with O'Brien. Cosina, wrist shot, saved by Champagne, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
That puck somehow finds his glove. That was screaming the spot in between the glove and the pad, and Champagne able to corral that puck in.
A really nice shot by Cosina. He had the opportunity, he took it, and nearly found that soft spot right in between the arm and the chest. So 9:14 to go here in the second. Crockett taking the faceoff, able to get this one. Lynn's backhand no go. And then Mikosi being watched by Bauer. Bauer flips it along the far boards, and now it's centering pass here for Kinsella. Kinsella wraps back around, leaves it for Kardash. Kardash and Kinsella getting plenty of ice time here.
Oh, heads up! Oh, and that one clipped a fan.
Yeah.
Up in the shoulder region, but it looks like she's all right. She's a trooper, a real hockey fan.
Yeah.
And congratulations, and enjoy your souvenir.
She was taking a sip of her coffee, and then all of a sudden a puck is
not even like a skip, not even a thought skipped her mind. The puck just hit her. She was just still sipping her coffee.
That was a deflection that got to Champagne. He'll just hang on for the whistle.
I'm impressed.
Me too.
Didn't even drop the coffee or the delicious hot chocolate here. That was completely in stride.
Most people can't do that.
No.
Anyway, this faceoff will come back. Will stay in the Colorado zone. McCarty takes it, but Colorado wins the faceoff, and this will be Reed Gregory. He can't clear it out. It'll go all the way back down. Here's Adams. Adams being watched by Peck. Kept in by Shirting. Colorado turnaround shot, no go. And it's picked up by Colorado and dumped back out. This is Hoon. Hoon up on the far boards. It skips past everybody. It's going to go all the way down. Picked up by Minobi. Minobi gets hit by Cololo, and the puck gets jutted out. Settle on the near boards, looking for Riccardi with Shirting. Riccardi circles back out as the puck is stuck along by Cololo and Adams. Now Peck with it. Peck being watched by Minobi. Minobi able to knock him off the puck and picked up by Gregory. Gregory wraps back around the net, watched by Cololo. Cololo knocks the puck down. Shot for one-timer by Riccardi goes wide of the net, and he had a great chance there.
There's a Buffalo without a stick in front of the net.
And as their defenseman, Adams, somebody's got to get him a stick. Right now the ref is holding it. Puck still lodged along the boards. Riccardi can't get to it. It's taken by Minobi. Minobi flips it up for Gregory. It's going to go all the way down as Colorado makes a change. Here's Shirting with it. 7:20 to go here in the second. Shirting flips it through center. Here's Slevin. Slevin and Murphy go into the offensive zone.
And
Slevin gets taken down.
That's going to be a penalty.
And here comes Shipman out of the net. We're going to get the whistle here. And there's going to be the interference call on Hull. And the Seawolves go on their third power play of the game.
They were talking about the Stony Brook power play. Eventually they're going to connect here. And this is just pure effort here. And you get caught, you're going to pull your man down, you're going to go sit for two. Simple as that.
A nice job by Slevin to draw the penalty.
And Slevin with his effort there caught Hull in a bad spot, and he had to take the penalty.
This will be the third power play opportunity that the Seawolves have. They've gotten a couple shots on, but not many.
I think they're hoping for a better start than last time.
Yes. This is going to go all the way down on the clear. Shipman plays it for Kasha. Kasha wraps it on the boards. Here's Palmieri. Palmieri looking to drop it back for Slevin. Slevin can't pinch in time, and it's going to go all the way back down, where Kasha will once again have to play the puck. Kasha slowly makes his way back around to the near side. Sends it to the far boards. Here's, it's like Pepe. Pepe stops and dumps it into the far corner. Cancelo wraps it around. Kasha keeps it close as he successfully pinches in. There's Colello with it.
And that's going to be another penalty here. it's going to be boarding against Colorado for that check there.
Shipment out of the net. Extra attacker on. And we're going to get the whistle here as finally it was touched on by Gruber.
Now let's see who the guilty party is. We got it on the replay. We'll take a quick look here. You'll see the check here coming in. We'll roll the footage back a little bit here. You'll see number 14 here as he comes in to lay this check here. And his stick just comes up, and unfortunately that's enough to make you go.
So Carter goes off for boarding, and now the Seawolves
cross-checking the game.
Cross-checking. And now the Seawolves are going to have a 2-man advantage for 1:06.
This is big. This could be a big change of momentum in this game. If Stony Brook scores here, it's absolutely gigantic. However, this is a 2-on-1 opportunity here for Colorado.
Anders can't control the puck as Shirting is able to knock him away. And that's not what you want to do to start out a 5-on-3. Kasha slowly moves in. Here's Murphy. Murphy, wrist shot goes wide. Picked up by Kinsella and kept in by Shirting. And now he can't hang on to it. Now Anders going one-on-one with Kasha. Here's Kinsella for help. And Kinsella stayed back. He would have had a quality chance, but he committed over to the other side. 30 seconds left on Hull's penalty, 1:20 on Carter's. Here's Kasha. Kasha leaves it for Shirting. Shirting flips it in for Peck. Peck gets around Kinsella. Stops, circles back. Sends it out for Shirting. Shirting for Kasha. Kasha starting out his shot. Blocker down by Champagne into the corner. Shirting gets a rebound, leaves it for Murphy. Murphy rolling back out towards the near side. Here's Shirting over cross ice for Kasha. Kasha one-timer, Shirting saved by Champagne. And again, rebounded by O'Brien as he just come on the ice.
5-on-4.
As the first penalty is now expired. Now 40 seconds left. On the second penalty is another shot is blocked down by Champagne. Kept in by Shirting. Murphy circles back, and here's a potential 2-on-0. Here comes Lerman, shot goes high and wide. And now here comes the Seawolves. Riccardi and O'Brien going 2-on-2 with Minobi and Adams. Stuck behind the net is O'Brien. Riccardi comes to help. 10 seconds left on Carter's penalty. Picked up by Colella. Colella's looking to send it out to Pepe. He gets stuck along the boards. And now here's Pepe with it, and that's going to be deflected by Lerman, and that's going to do it for the power play. Now we're going to get another whistle here as Adams is taken down. It's going to be O'Brien going off. And he knew it. He just went right to the box. But what a missed opportunity by the Seawolves, having 1:06 of 5-on-3 and get nothing. So we're waiting to see what the penalty is on O'Brien. But this is going to give Colorado their third power play of the game. And that comes just 2 seconds after their long power play ended. And they're going to call it slashing on O'Brien.
That was been really far behind the play.
So 4:14 to go here in the second period. The Seawolves now have to kill their third penalty of the game. And so far they're 2 for 2. And this faceoff is won by Stony Brook. The clear attempt fails, kept in by Anders. Anders sending it back out to the board to Kardash. Kardash can't keep it in. Colorado has to touch back up. Kardash sends all the near boards for Javelin.
Heads up. That one is...
Another puck comes right near us, actually. And I don't know about your term, but I was getting ready to, like a center fielder, just getting ready to settle under it. Everything to save the cameras.
I see one kid down here with 2 pucks.
Lucky them. Face off won by the Seawolves and cleared all the way down. Champaign leaves the puck for Kardash. Kardash drops it back for Anders. Anders coming through the neutral zone, being watched by Crockett. Gets around Pepe and then gets taken down into the boards.
I'm impressed Pepe didn't go for a hold or an interference there.
You can absolutely make the case for it. Colorado now circling. Here's Jablin with it. Leaves it back out to the point for Kardash. Kardash back on the near boards for Jablin. Jablin drops it for Anders, and Anders circles back around. Sends it to the far point, Kinsella. Kinsella touches it on for Anders. They're going to just play back and forth with it. Anders drops back to the point. Sends it into the corner. There's Bauer. Bauer, his shot walks into the pads by Shipman, and he'll just hang on for the whistle.
One of the things that Colorado is doing better than Stony Brook on the power play here is they're being patient. Stony Brook showed no patience on the power play, and it showed with rushed opportunities, missed passes, and failed break-in opportunities.
And to that extent, that's what led to Colorado having that chance on the 5-on-3.
Absolutely, they couldn't establish pressure. They tried to shoot pucks that shouldn't have been shot, and that's how you get more offensive opportunities on your penalty kill than your power play.
As this one's taken, and the net comes off the moorings as Cole is coming around. He lost his edge, and as it happened, the whistle blew. And we're down to 2:53 to go here in the second period. 39 seconds left on O'Brien's penalty. And you know, it's funny. When your team's on the power play, the time seems to go a lot slower. When they're on the penalty kill, it's like it just flies. I don't know if that's just like a psychological thing or what. That
might be psychological. Anytime I see special teams play out there on either side, time just seems to fly because there's fewer whistles.
Now here's Gruber with it. Long pass connects with Carter. Carter can't get around Kasha. Kasha controls. And he's going to wrap this all the way around the boards, and it's going to go all the way down. And Champaign has to play it. With 10 seconds left on the penalty. Cole starts behind the net. Being watched by Burns. O'Brien is now out of the box. Back at full strength with the Seawolves. Palmieri takes it on the far boards and clears out. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien's got a breakaway here. 1-on-1 with Champaign. His shot goes high and wide, and that hits the netting. He had a great chance and missed it. We're gonna take a look at that again. You watch Palmieri. He sees O'Brien, just nobody around him.
He saw daylight.
And he tried to go glove high. And he
just got a piece of it. No, he got a piece of it.
Champaign did get it. Here's Minobi. He's going to go all the way down. Heffernan plays the puck, sends it along the near boards for Burns. 1:50 to go here in the period. The puck is still lodged on the boards. Now it's being taken out through the center and dumped all the way back down. This gets on net for Shipman. And taken by Pepe. Pepe flips it forward for Cosina. Cosina has to circle back. He gets tied up with Pepe. Pepe controls. And now leaves it for Heffernan. Heffernan sending it through center. Nobody there. And Minobi has to play it for Colorado. Now here's Burns. Burns centering pass. Cosina couldn't get to it in time, as he had Champaign committed to the other side. Here's Burns. Burns cutting through the middle. He gets hit by McAuliffe and can't hang on to the puck. Picked up by Luke O'Brien for Colorado. Down to 1:05 to go. Here's 2-on-2 for Colorado. Pepe able to cut O'Brien off. Colorado keeps the puck in. Now here's O'Brien once again. His shot saved by Shipman. He's going to hang on for the whistle.
We'll take another look at that last Stony Brook opportunity here on the replay. Flub pass, and it's a great opportunity here, and a backdoor, and you can see how close this was.
Yeah, Cosina was
right on the doorstep.
Coming to it, just couldn't get there. So 56.7 to go here in the period. Colorado wins his face with another shot saved by Shipman. He's going to hang on. What Shipman's done very well tonight, Trevor, and I'm very impressed by the lack of second chance opportunities for Colorado.
I was just going to say, rebound opportunities have been minimized. And if you see a little black object flying across your screen, that isn't an extra puck. That's a bird flying in the rink.
The things you see here in Hot Dog. 43 seconds to go. Here comes Stony Brook. They're going to break out. Here comes Slevin. Slevin with Palmieri. A shot blocked in front as Colorado using their size. especially Kinsella against the smaller Slevin to block the shot easily. Here's Champagne. Champagne wraps around the far boards, gets it to Lerman. Lerman gets hit by Palmieri and is dumped back down into the corner. 20 seconds to go here in the period. Colorado regains possession, dumped out by Lerman, taken out center ice by Murphy. Murphy and Hoon go back to play give and go here. It's going to be sent into the offensive zone, picked up by Kardash. And long soft pass goes down for Lerman. Lerman couldn't hang on to it, and that's going to be the end of the period. After 2 periods of play, Stony Brook hangs on to a 1-0 lead. The second half of the second period really picked up in the intensity, and I'm really excited to see what happens here in the third.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun third period. Both teams here kind of finding a stalemate here, not able to get much going on either side of the puck, but who knows what the third period has to offer.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll go over the second period stats and bring in the third period. You're watching Seals Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. Start of the third period coming up shortly. And if you're watching, this is a good one. Trevor, I think this is a lot of what we all expected was going to come out today.
Yeah, this is it's a close game, a lot closer than I personally thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be, especially how the Seawolves have been playing lately, I thought this is going to be a bit more one-sided, but the Seawolves have come out strong, and they played 2 strong periods of hockey. Let's go through the period stats summary. We only got penalties, so we're going to go straight through them chronologically. Colorado kicked it off with 3 straight penalties. The first from Javelin for holding, Hull for interference, and Carter for cross-checking. Now, 2 of those overlapped and created a 5-on-3 opportunity for Stony Brook that actually netted more offensive opportunities for Colorado than for Stony Brook. More on that in a bit. Stony Brook then went off to the penalty box. O'Brien for slashing with 4:14 to go in the period. So, in this period, we've seen Stony Brook's power play kind of fall apart entirely. I don't know. What do you think about that?
What I'm seeing is they're like you said in the period, they're rushing. They're not finding those quality chances. They're not finding any openings. Colorado has effectively kept them to the outside and not let them move in. They need to get somebody in front of Champagne and move the puck around to find those high-quality chances. They have yet to do that.
And speaking of getting in front of Champagne took an absolute beating in that period. Between the friendly fire from his defenseman to some extra stick work, and none of those leading to any Colorado power plays, of course.
No. It wound up being a play behind a play right after the power play ended for Stony Brook that led to the only power play opportunity that Colorado had. And what I want to see Stony Brook do this period is stick to the game plan. They got to keep up the intensity that they've shown in these first 2 periods, because Colorado has not been able to move past them, and they got to continue to do that.
Right. So for Colorado, the key to the third period is to try to pin the Seawolves deep and find the mismatches that they've been occasionally finding in the game and trying to build on those and turn them into power play opportunities, to icing opportunities for Stony Brook to take a bad time out.
And you look at this, a lot of the size here on this Colorado team, especially on the back end. They've got a distinct advantage there.
Absolutely. That's one thing that really can't be understated is how important size is in this game. You can have all the speed in the world, but if you get hit, it's going to hurt.
As it is, as Stony Brook wins this faceoff, taken in by Sherding. Sherding wraps around the boards. Colorado's going to dump it all the way down. Sherding regains possession for the Seawolves. He's going to come out through center. Sends a long pass for Colello. Colello drives in with Hoon and Peck. Hoon's shot gets deflected by Kinsella. Peck gets the rebound. Taken in by Colello. Colello up along the boards. He gets hit by Kardash. He's going to go back towards the net. Picked on by Kinsella. Kinsella sends a backhand to Kardash. Kardash can't clear it out. Hoon gets dropped. And puck goes back around. Peck goes after. Kinsella gets there first. And Kinsella wraps it all the way around the boards. Hoon keeps it in. And now it's finally cleared by Andrews. Skips over his stick, and now Colorado nearly had a 3-on-1 opportunity. They would have been able to keep the puck in. And we're going to have an offside. So there was a missed opportunity for Colorado. Had that puck stayed on Andrews' stick, they had a 3-on-1 opportunity as only Sherding was back at that point.
Right, and that's one thing Stony Brook's been guilty of, is giving up these potential odd man rush opportunities.
This puck is played by Stony Brook. Murphy can't get to it. Slevin drives in, can't hold. Now it's stuck on the neutral zone. Murphy looking for Slevin on the backhand. It's not there. Picked on by Adams. Adams, Bauer, and Minogue behind the net. Sent out through center for Nitchin. Nitchin for Bauer. Bauer through the middle. Gets it to Carter. Carter has it skip over his stick and picked on by Stony Brook. Here's Palmieri. Spins in and knocked away. And Minogue sends it all the way down.
No icing.
And this will be Kasha with it. Kasha sends it through the middle for Murphy. Murphy just pokes it back on. It's taken by Weisbeck. Weisbeck through the middle for Carter. Carter dumps the puck all the way into the near corner. Picked on by Kasha. Kasha sends it around the boards for Palmieri. Palmieri can't hang on to it. And Stony Brook just sends it into the neutral zone. Cole going to start slowly for Colorado. Send a long pass. He was looking for the home run pass for O'Brien, and Murphy got in the way. Murphy just sends it back down for Pepe. Pepe cross ice for Kowicki. Kawicki looking in the middle for Cosina. It's poked away by Hitchin on his way out of the ice. And this will be dumped back down. Pepe controls. Sent back to the far side for Kawicki. Kawicki flicks it off the boards. Let's go all the way down. Past the whole stick. Here goes Cosina. Cosina gets there first ahead of Weisbeck. Now Burns comes to help. Burns looks to send it back around. He can't. It's taken in by O'Brien. O'Brien to the near side for Hull. Hull drops in. His shot blocked down by Shipman. Another shot kicked away and picked up by Pepe. Pepe leads it for Cosina. Back for Pepe. Pepe sends it up for O'Brien. O'Brien just dumps it in. And it's picked up by Kardash. Kardash sends it to the far boards where it's taken by O'Brien. O'Brien to the cross ice for Gruber. Gruber gets in past Pepe, and then Pepe spins him off the puck and regains possession with the Seawolves. Here's Heffernan. Heffernan sends it back to the near corner for Pepe. Pepe wraps it for Cosino, who just sends it all the way down and gets the change. 16:55 to go here in the third as Burns loses an edge. Crockett and Lindham come on here for the Seawolves. As Burns, we're going to get a whistle as that puck goes out of play.
Dave from Aztec Photos down in the penalty box, bringing you all the photos for the game. You can visit AztecPhotos.com for pictures of all Seawolves hockey games.
And we again we thank Aztec Photos for doing those. And he really does make some great shots.
And he always gets a plug when a puck goes near him.
As he should. And here comes Nevakosi one-on-one with Adams. These are for Lynn. Lynn's shot is blocked by Sullivan. And Lynn took a huge shot into the boards, and he's slow to get up.
I'm impressed he's getting up.
And Colorado's going to break back out. Centering pass blocked by Crockett and stolen away. Lynn turns back around. Can't get control of the puck now. Crockett goes back after it. He loses an edge and is now stuck up along the near boards in the corner. Lynn and Nevakosi go after it. Crockett comes in to help. Crockett now through the middle. His shot saved by Champagne. He gets pulled down. Champagne hangs on for the whistle.
And a hooking call has been made. The persistence pays off for the Seawolves.
So let's see who it's going to be.
Anyway, we'll take a look at that impact. That is, that's the intro. We don't want that. And when you head down there with that much speed, it's a scary thought when you get tripped up there.
And it's going to be Adams going off for the hooking. So this is going to be the 5th power play opportunity that the Seawolves have. And this is going to be kept in by Palmieri.
Not quite. Oh, hand pass.
So now this is going to come out of the zone.
We'll take a look at that impact. That was, you'll see here a little bit of a stick action here. And that's brutal. I'm impressed he's still up.
Face-off taken by Stony Brook. Kasha leaving it back for Pepe. Pepe wrapping around Shipman. He's going to start through the middle. Sends it far side for Riccardi. Riccardi pulls back. And it's back out to the point for Pepe. Pepe looking for Kasha. Kasha just deflects it into the corner. Where Palmieri there to intercept.
Oh!
And Riccardi gets jammed into the boards. Colella's shot gets deflected up into the netting. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to take a look at this hit that Riccardi just took.
You know, usually it's a stick to the back. That's a pretty obvious one, and you ducked him right into the boards too. Not a fan of it, that's for sure.
I don't blame you. As Hoon gets it off the faceoff. Here's Sherding. Sherding sending it back to the point for Peck. Peck flips into the corner where O'Brien leaves it for Murphy. Murphy wraps it around for Sherding. Sherding out of the far point leaves it for Hoon. Hoon back to Sherding. Sherding cross ice for Peck. Peck fakes the shot, leaves it for O'Brien. O'Brien's centering pass is blocked by Kardash. As Colorado has really been effective in neutralizing the puck handling opportunities that Sonnenberg has had on the power play. As the clearing attempt fails, here's Hoon. Hoon leaves it back for Sherding. Sherding, his shot blocked in front. Champagne knocks it down. Peck gets another opportunity he can't get a shot on.
And a great defensive sequence there from Colorado to keep the puck out.
And here comes Colorado. There's Andrews. He gets it poked away. And Stony Brook able to break back out. Murphy couldn't get to it. Now here's Javelin. Javelin working on Shirting. Shirting pokes the puck away. He falls over with 10 seconds left on the penalty. So now we're down to 5 seconds left, and the Seawolves are now 0 for 5 on the power play as they're back at full strength. That's not what you want to see from a power play unit that, for most of the season, has been a really strong unit. And here comes Bauer. Bauer sending it through center for Weisbeck. Weisbeck dropping it in for Nitchin. Nitchin back for Weisbeck. Here's Carter. Carter goes for a backhand. Poon with a nice defensive stand to poke the puck away. And then Shipman sends it into the corner. It's now been cleared out. Colorado regroups. Here's Bauer. Bauer leaving it back for Nitchin. Nitchin tries to go for the one-timer. He couldn't get to it. Colorado regains possession. Here's Minobi. Minobi leaving it back for Bauer. Bauer can't hang on to it. It's cleared out by Stony Brook. 13:20 to go here in the third. And the Seawolves continue to play strong defense. And this is kept in by Stony Brook. Now dumped all the way down.
No icing.
No icing. It was hit by somebody in front. Then Nicosi pinches in and able to keep it in. On the clearing attempt, Lynn goes after it. He gets it. He's stuck in the middle, leaving it for Crockett. Crockett, wrist shot, blocked by Bauer. Bauer didn't see it. And now it's taken by O'Brien. O'Brien leaves it for Mitchell. 3-on-2 here for Colorado, and we're going to get an offsides. Stony Brook catches a little bit of a break there. As you watch here, we're gonna watch this breakout here. And yes, that is offsides.
Just a step or two off.
Now the 12:46 to go here in the third. Stony Brook hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Shot total 23-17 in favor of the Seawolves. Stony Brook clears it closer to the offensive zone, taken by O'Brien. O'Brien leaves it for Kinsella. Kinsella back behind the net for Kardash. Kardash being watched by Riccardi. And Peck. Peck cuts in. And now Colorado breaks out. Here's a pass on the near side for Gruber. Gruber working one-on-one with Pepe. Cuts back in. Riccardi steals the puck on the boards. Colorado can't hang on to it, and Colorado keeps it in. Gregory and Gruber go after it. Now it's taken by Riccardi. Riccardi flips it all the way to the far side. Here's Peck. Peck looking for the centering pass. Heffernan was cutting too close, couldn't get to it. Now here's Colorado going into the opposite zone. Snap shot goes wide of the net. And picked up by Stony Brook. Here's Riccardi. Riccardi leading it back for Colella. Colella looking for Riccardi once again and couldn't hang on. Gregory sends a long cross-ice pass to Kinsella. Kinsella just falls over. But O'Brien able to hang on for Colorado. Gets out quickly. Here's a shot. Saved by Shipman. Another shot. And it gets deflected on. Taken by Heffernan. Heffernan looking to get it to Peck. Peck able to dump it out as the Seawolves make a change. Big sequence there for Stony Brook defensively. Here's Kinsella. His shot is blocked by Pepe. Kept in by Weisbeck. Weisbeck was looking for Doyle. He couldn't get to it. Now here comes Slevin. Slevin couldn't hang on to it. It's a little bit too quick on the puck. Here's Murphy. Murphy with a cross-ice pass on the near side for Slevin. Here comes Palmieri. Palmieri goes around. Shot! And he scores! No, he didn't score. It looked like it did.
That was
close.
The goal horn went off.
Yeah, so apparently I'm not the only one who thought he scored. I thought it got, I heard it hit out the post. I thought it got snuck through, and now we get a whistle here.
And we are going to take a look here. And I think this was a goal.
Let's take a look.
We go to the replay.
All right, let's see. Here's Palmieri. He's going to make the move.
And a great move at that.
Yeah. And here's the shot. It was a rolling puck. No, it's not it. Looks like it hit off the top of the crossbar. And then Slevin.
And unfortunately, they don't get to see this here, so they have to deliberate this on the ice without the video review. We get to take this frame by frame here, folks, and that's something we really get to take advantage of here. But it was a good call on the ice, and I'm going to be really disappointed if they call this a goal here.
It will be good for Stony Brook, but
not for the integrity of this game, though.
Yeah.
And I think the right call is going to be made here. No goal.
And Palmieri missed it by just about that much.
And again, we'll play it in full speed one more time here.
Really a nice move by Palmieri, and he missed that by mere millimeters. I even got to get a voice crack in there.
So we're a little wondering what the call is here. If we're just gonna drop it at center like nothing happened. I think that's what's gonna happen here.
So O'Brien's gonna take the face-off for Stony Brook here against Anders. And Anders has had a really successful day for Colorado, winning face-offs, and wins another one here. Lerman just drops it in. Shipman plays the puck behind the net. He wraps it around. And here comes Burns. Burns with the Cosino. Cosino is offsides. So
tensions are getting high here. You could see Garofalo trying to shout some directions to his active line out there.
And this is when you see two teams that are playing a very evenly matched game. As Cosina gets a steal here, his shot blocked in front by Adams, kept in by Hoon. Hoon wraps around the near boards, but it's kept away from the Seals by Colorado. And that's knocked out by Minobi. And sent all the way back in by Stony Brook. Now Minobi picks it up back to Colorado, leaves it for Adams behind the net. Adams through center for Anders. Anders looking for Lerman. Lerman couldn't hang on. Now here comes
2-on-1.
O'Brien, 2-on-1 here. And O'Brien couldn't get anything going as Minobi cut him off. Hoon keeps it in. Now it's stolen away by Javelin. Here comes Javelin. Javelin dropping it back for Anders. Anders wasn't in position. Now cuts back. Sends it back out to the point for Kinsella. Kinsella, wrist shot. Should have been gloved it down, but didn't see it. Now another shot is deflected and up into the netting.
And this game, you couldn't be much closer aside from the one defensive slip up on the Colorado side early on in the first period.
Yeah.
And that puck went off of a Colorado player, so that will be coming outside the zone.
Now here's Crockett taking the faceoff. He wins this one. Sent by Kasha all the way out for Lynn. Lynn deflects that on net towards Champagne, and he's just going to hang on for the whistle.
And yeah, he didn't like what he saw there. There were a bunch of Seawolves bearing in on him, and
that's the right play.
Better off to take the face-off.
That is 100% the right play. When you see two or more coming at you and there's only one guy wearing your jersey, just hang on to it. So this is going to be Peck, Riccardi, and Colello with Kawicki and Kasha. And Kasha has a big shot at the point. We've already seen him score once today, though not on his patented slap shot. As this is going to be cleared out by Colorado, sent out through center for Colello. Colello dumps it in. Picked up by Kinsella. Kinsella leaving it for Kardash. Kardash being watched by Colello. Colello hits him into the boards, but not before he gets it out. Now here's Carter. Carter wraps around Kawicki. Now Kawicki cuts off the angle, and that's going to come out of the zone. Colorado has to touch back up. With Weisbeck, Nitchin just touches it in. Kasha goes after it, picks it up. Sends it on the far boards for Peck. Peck was looking for Riccardi. He didn't get enough on it. So Colorado able to keep it in. Shot, glove saved by Shipman off the stick of O'Brien, and he's going to hang on for the whistle.
It's the 21st shot on goal and the 21st save for Shipman tonight.
Shipman's really had a strong game tonight. He's done everything that Stony Brook has asked of him tonight. His faceoff won by Slevin. It goes into along the near boards. Weisbeck pinches in. Now here's Gruber to come help. Slevin going in for Stony Brook to knock the puck away. So Lodge along the near boards, and this is going to go out of play.
That's the third puck that's come within a few dozen meters of the broadcast booth.
And
actually, maybe less than 10 meters.
like maybe I should take my hands out of my pockets, so in case.
You gotta look alive up here.
As this faceoff tied up and won by Colorado, Weisbeck puts it back into the corner Gregory centering pass goes wide. Weissbeck keeps it in. Pepe tried to flip it off the glass. He couldn't.
He takes a big stand-up hit for his troubles.
And now it's taken out by Stony Brook and dumped all the way down. Hull sends it all the way around the boards. Pitching it is Murphy. He'll hang on. Palmieri goes behind the net looking to get it away from Hull. And he goes down. Hull maintains possession for Colorado, and now they send a long pass. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien shot on Shipman, stick down. Gruber couldn't get to it. Now Murphy picks up for Stony Brook. Here's Palmieri. Palmieri with a cross-ice pass for Heffernan. Heffernan drives in. Wrist shot saved by Champagne. He's going to hang on for the whistle.
Heffernan probably looking for a bit of a different look there. Had to default to the shot, but it's all right. Generates another offensive zone face-off for the Seawolves. 25th shot on goal.
So 8:07 to go here in the third. And this is a big spot here for the Seawolves. Crockett, their best face-off man, has two big shots at the point if he can win the face-off here. And he does get this one. Lynn looking to push it back. He can't. And it goes behind the net where Adams goes after it. Leaves it for Minobi. Now the puck's trickling along the blue line and out. Lynn goes after it. He gets hit by Adams, but it's not before he sends it in. Minobi up the far boards for Javelin. Javelin for Anders. Anders loses it for Lerman. Lerman works his way in back for Anders. Anders coming alongside. He falls over, loses control of the puck, and it's picked up by Lynn. Lynn flips it out, looking for Nevakosi. Nevakosi couldn't get to it. It's taken by Hoon. And we're going to have an offsides here. So Nevakosi was offsides when Hoon touched the puck.
Yeah, Nevakosi just a half step ahead on the play there. But unfortunately, a half step too much.
Yep, 7:31 to go here in the third. This faceoff's going to come just outside the zone. This will be O'Brien taking the faceoff, and it's pushed in. Sent out to the neutral zone. Hoon can't clear it back, dump it back down. Adams takes control. He dumps it into the offensive zone, picked up by Stony Brook. Here's Shirting with it. Shirting wraps it in. Played by Champagne, and he'll send it into the corner. Merely picked up by Adams. Adams wraps it around the net. Here's Shirting pinching in. He'll keep it in. Now it's stolen away by Colorado. Here's
Shirting with an excellent keep.
Yes. Shirting doing quite well today in multiple aspects of the game. Here's Adams with it, being watched by Cosina. This is going to be flipped along the boards, kept out by Hoon. He'll dump it down. Champagne plays the puck, leaves it for Minobi. Minobi goes out far side. Looking stays out the near boards, looking for Sullivan. Sullivan couldn't get there, and then here's Burns. Burns with Cosina. Shot by Burns, saved by Champagne. He's going to hang on for the whistle, as Cosina was bearing down on him.
Colorado's starting to run out of time here. Down to 6.5 to go in the third period. You're definitely thinking about timeouts. You're definitely thinking about the Champagne polling situation. When do they do it? Are they going to wait till a minute left? Or are they going to be a little bit more aggressive poll with 2 minutes left? I think 2 might be a little too aggressive, but.
Riccardi taking the faceoff just to the left of Champagne. He's going to take the faceoff against Bradford.
Probably the more important thing is, can they establish offensive zone pressure? And
in this third period, we've only seen 1 or 2 quality chances for Colorado thus far. As they've been really stifled by Stony Brook's defensive unit. And here comes Colorado. They'll start breaking out. Here's Sullivan working with Bradford. Sullivan can't complete the pass, and Stony Brook regains possession. He's going to go all the way down, going after it, trying to negate the icing as Riccardi. And he does. Puck now stuck along the far boards. Peck coming to help Riccardi, and this will be jutted out and go all the way down into the defensive zone. Picked up by Kacha. Kacha looking for Kowicki. Kowicki sending it through center for Slevin. Slevin's pass is knocked down. Now Palmieri looking to control the puck from Stony Brook. He can. He's taken in by Nitchin. Nitchin has Bauer. Bauer gets around Kowicki, and Kowicki now pokes the puck into the corner, where now it's going to roll around, picked up by Nitchin. Nitchin being watched by Slevin, and Kacha regains possession for Stony Brook. Flipped out by Palmieri. Gets it from Murphy. Murphy loses control of the puck and gets knocked over for his trouble.
Could have possibly been a trip there.
And a quick shot saved by Shipman off the stick of Carter, and he just watches it into the pads. Down to the last 5:13 here in the period. And the shot total is now 26-22. in favor of the Seawolves.
A penalty summary so far, just one penalty so far this period against Colorado.
As that shot gets deflected on, here's Heffernan. Heffernan looking to clear it out. Now it's picked up, and here's a potential 3-on-2 opportunity if they hurry. Here's Slevin. Slevin was looking for Palmieri. Goes onto a Colorado stick, and that was Hull. Hull and Palmieri going to the corner. Slevin up along the far boards, can't keep it in. Stony Brook has to regroup. Here's Hull with it, sending it through center for Bauer. Bauer dumps it down. Here's Nitchin. Nitchin looking for Bauer coming in. He couldn't get it to him, and it's taken here by Slevin. Slevin up the far boards for Heffernan. Heffernan sends it all the way down. Chasing after is Murphy. Adams going to get there first. Now Palmieri swoops in to intercept. It's stolen away by Inobi. Colorado going to start breaking out. Here's Adams. 4:25 to go here in the third. Adams through center, leaving it for Gruber. Gruber working one-on-one with Pepe. His shot saved by Shipman. Pepe couldn't get the rebound, and Colorado regains possession. Puck coming out to the point, and it's going to be kept in.
No, it's out.
Oh, it is knocked out now by Murphy. And here comes Minobi. Minobi going one-on-one with Heffernan, and that puck's going to go flip up into the netting for a whistle.
4 minutes to go in the third. I think definitely if you're UCO, you're trying to figure out how you're going to break this Stony Brook defense. That last shift, very high intensity, high checking, trying to throw Stony Brook off their game. They were playing a very passive game up until this last shift, or at least it seemed from the start of the third period.
And now this is going to be kept in by Kinsella. Kinsella using every bit of that 6'2 frame to keep that puck in. Sheridan going to take another opportunity. Can't do it this time. And taken down by Sheridan was Jablin. We're down to 3:40 to go. Here's Carter being watched by Lynn. Nevikosi kind of spying over on the side. It's going to be kept in by O'Brien. O'Brien's shot gets deflected by Lynn and goes into the corner. It's going to be taken by Colorado. Here comes Kinsella. Kinsella working his way in. Doing it back for Jablin. Jablin coming out back towards the point. Pass here in front. That shot gets knocked high and wide off the stick of Kardash. And here's Sherding. Sherding can't flip it out. Kept in by Colorado. Here's Kardash. Kardash leads it back to the point. Kinsella slap shot. Saved by Shipman. And he's going to hang on for the whistle.
2 ticks under 3 minutes to go. And UCO showing no sign of pulling Champagne there. I was keeping my eye on the coach. No signals as of yet.
Now, like you said, Trevor, 2:58 to go here. And this faceoff is won by Riccardi, and that's a big faceoff win in the defensive zone. Kasha can't control the puck. It's now taken by Bauer. Bauer's shot is blocked by Colello and kept by Colorado. Kasha and Nitchin go after it. It's taken away by Carter. Carter flips it up to Weisbeck. Weisbeck leaves it for Bauer. Bauer out to the far point for Hull. Hull snapshot gets blocked in front by Kawicki. Goes into the far corner. Carter and Riccardi are stuck along the boards. Peck able to clear it out, and this might get on net. It won't. And this is going to be an icing here. Weisbeck touches up. 2:22 to go here in the third. Stony Brook hanging on to this 1-0 lead. And this, Trevor, this is an interesting situation here. As we're very late in this period, that icing.
That's huge. But Stony Brook wins the faceoff here. And that's going to go outside the zone. That's a freebie.
And now Stony Brook can get the change that they needed.
And a faceoff outside the zone.
Yes.
Almost equally important.
So now we're going to see the line of Crockett, Lynn. It looks like they changed some things up. They have Crockett going on that line with Palmieri and Murphy instead of Slevin, using Crockett for his faceoff ability, as this puck is knocked off of Crockett's stick out of play.
And we'll take it to center ice. So 2:09 to go in the period.
I actually like this move by Coach Garofalo here, putting his best faceoff man with two of his best offensive players. Nice hit there by Sherding on Lerman. This is going to be dumped down. Whiteside picks up the puck. Palmieri watching him like a hawk. And a long home run pass, nobody there. Lerman going to negate the icing. Poon trying to lift the stick. Down to 1:45 to go here in the third. Kept in by Lerman, goes into the far corner. Anders being watched by Shirting, sent out to the point for Holt. And Champagne was looking.
That one's going to be icing.
And it's going to be another icing on Stony Brook with 1:33 to go here in the third. Could this be the moment where you see Champagne come out of the net?
No. No timeouts from the coaching staff.
This is an interesting development.
Coach Garofalo. Oh no, it's going to be a timeout from Colorado.
So Colorado called a timeout here.
I think that was a bit of a game of chicken there.
So if you're Colorado's coach Eric Ballard, what kind of play are you drawing up here right now?
A traditional load the cannon. We're trying to win the puck back to the point. We're either taking the shot right away or we're passing it off to somebody on their offhand for a better one-time opportunity. If you're Stony Brook, you're expecting that. And you're countering by expecting the shot right off the face-off.
And it looks like they will pull Champagne at this point. So it looks like Colorado's going to bring the extra attacker on.
And at 1:33, I think that's about the time you want to do it. You've given your boys enough of an opportunity to try to do it on their own without the extra attacker. Now it's time to give the extra attacker and try to give yourself the extra opportunity to win it here.
So for Colorado, it's Carter, Jablin, Anyers, Bauer, Kinsella, and Kardash. For the Seawolves, it's Palmieri, Riccardi, Crockett, Shirting, and Pepe. Kinsella able to keep it in. That's taken by Crockett, and Crockett clears it out. This is Kardash with 1:15 to go. Here comes Anders. Anders drives in. Gets around one. Can't get around the second. That was Shirting. Anders hangs on to the puck. Shirting knocks him away, and now it's going to get out of the zone as we're down to 1 minute to go here in the third period. Here's Kardash being watched by Riccardi. He's going to suck along the boards, and it's going to go flip back out into the far corner. It's picked up by Kinsella. 45 to go here in the third. Seawolves hanging on to the 1-0 lead. Kinsella splits out the boards for Kardash. Kardash looking for the long pass for Jablin. Jablin has it poked away by Pepe. It's stuck along the boards. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Crockett has it stuck along, and that's going to get clear all the way, and that might get to the empty net.
No!
And it's in! Wow! Who saw that coming? I want to see again who flipped that out. Because that went the entire length of the ice.
That's an own goal, my friend.
Well, that is an own goal. So the last person.
Actually, hang on. That's going to get a deflection there off of Palmieri, it looks like.
All right, so Palmieri's going to get credit for the goal.
Palmieri's going to get credit for what would have otherwise have been an own goal. And if you're Colorado, oh man, that's foot and mouth syndrome to the nth degree.
Yep. Well, that is a huge turn of events there for Stony Brook. As we're down to 15 seconds to
Frank
go.
Shirting is just going out and just trying to send a message now.
And there's Lynn gets the
my.
one-timer. So just adding salt in the wound. And now they get their legitimate second goal. And that was great puck movement by the Seawolves. We're going to watch that again. They score goals 15 seconds apart.
I've never seen a timeout backfire as hard as it has done for Colorado.
Like you said before, them's the breaks. Watch O'Brien here. He just flips it in, and Lynn's uncontested in front. So now it's 7 seconds left. The Seawolves are going to come out of here with a 3-0 win against number 6 Colorado. And you want to talk about how that looks in the rankings. That's a
statement.
That is a statement. And they get a chance to do it all over again tomorrow night here at 8:30 p.m. as the Seawolves and the Colorado Buffaloes do battle again. And Trevor, I after tonight's game, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow and seeing the Buffaloes come back with a little bit more gusto, a little more fire in their game, knowing that they just got embarrassed 3-0. And anybody that just looks at a box score for this game is going to see 3-0, and they're going to say, what happened?
Yeah. Final totals here. Shot total 28-24 in favor of the Seawolves. Nobody scored on the power play. Eli Lynn scoring that last goal with 9 seconds to go to give the Seawolves that 3-0 advantage. And that's going to do it for us here at the rinks. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. For Trevor Mignani and Andy Mignani, I'm Andy Sukoff. Have a good night.